Okay, before to use the dice of design, it's better if we close all the hole we have inside of the part. In this case, is a fill hole, multi-fill hole, and we can set all the part, and we have the first part, all we have now are closed. The same for open profile, we can use a close from this to this, and we have automatic close. The same from this part is from this profile to this other profile, and after we can continue, for example, from this to this, and if I have other part here, for example, I cannot close this better if I using little bit this part, and after I connect with this part with this other part, and using cut surface with this curve inside of the surface. Here the same normal projection at this point inside of this. Now I can use a fill hole, and I close this hole from this profile to this profile. If you see, it's very simple in OmniCAD using the tool for closing the part. Here, closing these windows. Now, when you finish, we can use dice of design. Dice of design is, this is my part, apply, balance. Balance, we have here the balance. We can decide the minimum undercut. When you see all is green, now the part is balanced. If you want, you can touch the coordinate system, the angle, rotation. And after this is binder. Binder, we have three different typology of binder. Binder by section, for example, we have the color, and we decide axis of extrusion, dimension of our binder, position the binder. This one I want to control from this point, and I want to move. Okay. If you need, you can insert a section, and you define from this section the radius, and here the same little radius. I want to go here. Okay. And if you want, if I see a orange, I am very near to the distance. If you need to change a little bit this point, okay, and here go a little up, but in any case, for now, I accept this binder, apply. Extend surface, next step is the extend surface. This is my profile from this to this. I have all extension surface. Now we repair all intersection zone. For example, one is this, because the distinction is this, and you can or define the direction of the part, and you adjust the definition, or you can blend all the zone you need. For example, from here to here, I want to blend this zone, or from this point, I want to blend all this zone here, from this one to this one. Okay, here the same. I want to blend from this point, this part, and the check control from this to this other zone, and from this it's okay. Intersections okay. Okay, here is I want to blend all. I need to blend all this zone, blending all this other profile, blending from this to other profile here. And now I accept this one. Now, in top view, I want to create a new wall here for this part. For this, I decide with region, I'm back from tangent here and back in tangent here. In red, you will see the zone you want to control. For example, this is my region 1 and 2. You see I have the this is a control, but I can change in longer, and I want to control this. I want to wall from this part of the wall. Apply, and I decide my plane is one plane is here, another plane is here, another plane is here. It's okay here. 3-4 point, and apply. When you decide your point, you can use add addendum face, and you see I am the part of addendum. In the offset, we can decide the offset, for example, 10, or and we have 10 millimeters of after the extension I want the wall. Apply, and I have my new wall. You can modify the wall. For example, here I want to modify the curve, and I using from this point to this point I want to adjust my my part. This point go here, and this point go here. Okay, and I have this situation. Here I want to go flat without this zone, and I can decide from this to this part, and go flat. This and this. Okay. This is my part, and if you see my boundary is too near of the part, but not this the case, we change after. Is this one I want to modify all this profile you will see here, and this one modify here, and this is my part. Okay, I want to flat this part, modify this zone, want to decide here, okay, and I change this zone. Okay, when you finish, now you decide, okay, the same here, I want to modify again, is 1 and 2, all this zone, yes, this is the part, okay, and this is the blend file. When you finish, top view, line by 2 point, I can follow my profile, is from screen here to screen here, follow this zone, okay, this one, this one, this one, okay, apply, and decide here the offset of the part, offset, curve, chain, this is the profile you want to use, is 85, is 75, depends on what you need, apply. This is my part, and I want to project by direction this profile inside of my binder. When I have my curve inside of binder, I will use this curve for my addendum part. In fact, for this, I decide this is my curve, and add plane, but before I want to put the radius in this zone, I want to insert my radius, and the radius is, for example, 5 by length, and I check if I not have intersection with the part, and apply, and I have the radius part. Now, after radius, I can decide this is my part, and this is my plane. I want to decide this is my plane, and decide the end wall, this is the curve of the end wall, apply. That's all. Now, before to create the last radius, I want to modify my binder. Is too near to the part, you can change here, okay, go a little down, apply. And you see now I have more space. Here the same. I want to modify a little bit this one. I want to go down this zone, and here I want to use this one. That is now is if you want you can go a little down to here, and this one is go okay. Take more space here. Okay. After this, the last operation is insert the radius. The radius, if you see, we have a small radius in many point. Okay, for this I want, for example, here I have a small radius, but when I insert the radius from here, but I want to insert big radius is by length by is 15, for example, or 20. Okay, I will check in this zone. We have automatical blend in this part when the field cannot came. Delete to all, and this is my addendum part. If you see, delete to all surfaces. In small time you have whole part with addendum zone. In any time you can change all you need. Now I want to change my binder. And you have all upgrade. Or if you need you can use, for example, here is offset by curve, and you can decide from this profile to, or you change the profile, modify attribute graphics, these surfaces, yellow one, and using offset surfaces, offset curve, and from this to this, all profile, external profile, apply, and decide from this I want to use this curve for draw bid. Draw bid is dot trim, typology is from the list or in manually mode. When you use manually mode is round or square paper. Round paper or square paper is enter radius 2, exit menu 2, exit radius 2, IG 7, and width 10. This is my part, and this is the surface I need. If you see, I have draw bit square paper with my design. If you want to change, is with 13, more space, and apply. Here in the end you have a simple file. If you see, when you open all this part is in the tree, okay? All process is in the tree. In fact, now I open another part. This is the part with the tree, all part of step. If you see, I have this part with binder with the whole part. If I go here in Dice of Design, before to define this part, and I morph this part with data from simulator, we have the upgrade, automatic upgrade. In fact, file, import the nominal STL before, open, and in blue one we import the STL import with STL with spring back. In red one we have nominal STL, blue one we have the spring back STL. If we use a mesh transformer and we use opposite direction with respect to STL file is start mesh is red and mesh is blue, transform object all surface, and we will see the result now. We are on the tree. Okay, this is the result. Before we stay in the same position on the red, now we morph in opposite direction from the red blue, and we have this result. Okay, in all profile we have opposite direction respect the two file STL. If we now blank the two STL file and we ask the upgrade of the new part, we will see all operation now is incoming. And this is the result. In fact, if you see, if you use undo, it's before in this position, you see, after this position, you can see the addendum change. Respect the new position. And this is all parametric part. Before and after. Thank you.